Hi, my name is Rodney Wilson. Thank you for tuning in for the second episode of the Cornwall River Kings video blog. Thank you to all the fans who tuned in last week for the first episode. We had a nice chat with head coach Al Wager and GM Wayne Veery. And tonight we're actually going to have a chat with forward Steve Simoes and defenseman Sasha Pokaluk here at the Benson Center. Out for a scrimmage this evening with a few players that we're going to get to know throughout the season. It is our goal again to do an online live video blog and get to know some of the players, and we're gonna have a lot of fun this year. So thanks again for checking it out. Joined now by Steve Simoes of the Cornwall River Kings, and Steve was acquired by the team just this summer. Steve, what were your thoughts on getting traded to Cornwall?
Well, first of all, I was very happy to be closer to home. That's the first thing. I'm from Montreal originally, but really, even up there with the location was more. My wife's family on her father's side is from Cornwall. They're actually from St. Albert's, and we have a few ties here in Cornwall. And it's nice to come back to, it's nice to come back to a place where you feel there's a lot of energy. I mean, it's something I've heard of since. I heard some murmurs that there might be a team coming back, and I know a few people who know a few people, and I can say it's a pretty good buzz, and the word around the league is it's going to be a fun year.
And you were traded tonight for a second time this summer. What was going on out there?
I got traded early in the year from Thetford Mines to Rivière-Loup. Rivière-Loup was looking to acquire a centerman, so they acquired their top point goal scorer at the time, Yannick Landry, for myself. I mean, at the time, I wasn't sure what I was going to do, and I love to play hockey, so the travel wasn't a big issue. It was more my new son had a baby, and my wife had the baby, obviously, in February. So a few conflicting situations, but I think everyone knew that the location was and the distance was a little bit too much for me for Rivière-Loup, considering the work and stuff. So Wayne Veery did a nice job of contacting me. He's the guy who sent me to Laredo, Texas for a couple of years and won a few championships down there. So I'm very grateful for that. And why not get closer to home and play? Seriously, I guess you guys don't understand because you guys are here, you guys are in it. But from the outside looking in, it's kind of mixed up the league a little bit this year. It's kind of broken up a lot of the cliques that were in different teams, and I can honestly say the River Kings have kind of stirred up the pot a little bit, so it'll be fun. Yeah,
what are the thoughts on coming to play in Ontario? And obviously, there's going to be some pretty big rivalries out there. I think Ontario awesome. Might not be quite too well liked out there.
Listen, you know it's going to be French versus English. That's the first thing. Second thing, it'll always be the new team against the old stuff. It never ends. So why not get that rivalry going right away? I mean, I'm a little chirpy. I'm not going to lie to you. I enjoy it, both in English and French. I'll throw some Portuguese or Spanish in there too, but it's part of the game. It's part of the entertainment factor, and something we've talked about the last couple of weeks with some of the players that have been acquired is we're here to have fun, but you only have fun when you win, and you only win when you work hard. And this is definitely a blue-collar city. I think everyone's happy to be in a blue-collar city and work their ass off. Can I say that?
Sure.
Yeah, whatever. I mean, I'm sure you'll say worse stuff in the stands anyway. So, like I said, the enthusiasm's there from a lot of the boys, and I'm excited to see what the organization has done. I mean, I don't know Al personally. I've heard of him. I've heard of Bernie, the owner. Mitch has been doing a great job. There's no ties there. But it's weird when you feel good about something already and you haven't even really started, it's a good sign.
Anybody that knows anything about Al and his coaching staff, it's going to be a hard-working team. We've kind of heard some good things about you as well. What type of player are you, and maybe who would you compare yourself to somebody perhaps in the NHL?
I'm more of a north-south player. Don't expect me to score 20. If I do, it's because one of your top goal scorers isn't doing the job. I expect to score about 10 a year, but for me it's more, I'm going to finish my hits. I make sure I'm going to run you through the boards. I probably won't scrap every night, getting a little too old for that, but I defend my players every time if I have to. I'm in your face. I don't care. You have the puck, I'm going to hit you. You have a white jersey on, I have a blue jersey on, we're going to hit you. And that's the mentality that I'm sure Al has from what I've heard. I don't accept anything less than 100% effort. The worst non-compliment or the worst thing you can tell me is Simmer didn't work 100%. And if I don't give my 100%, then, I mean, yeah, you scored 3 goals, but you lost 8-3. Big shit. I mean, you got to go out there, work your body, let them know you're out there. So for me, you can kind of compare myself to a Dustin Brown with a little less skill, because obviously he's playing with Kopitar and he's playing in the show and he's playing with a lot more zeros behind his paycheck. And but I'm going to run you every time. I mean, that's legally, of course. I mean, it's all legit, but the reputation is that when Steve's out there, he's going to hit you. So I respect that, and it's an honest job.
Good skate tonight. Lots of talent out here. What are your thoughts on that?
I think it's a great skate. I think it's nice to come out here. You got a couple guys that I wish we could sign. Winnie, I mean, I know Winchester wants to go back and play in the show, but come on, come play Cornwall, why not? I mean, you got a couple guys going to Europe and stuff. Like I said, the main thing is to kind of get to know each other first. A couple of guys are still a little shy. You can't be shy. I mean, listen, we love playing a game, and it's a game nonetheless. Yeah, we got a little salary on the side, and that's where your honest effort gets into it, but you don't put in enough honest effort. I can guarantee you the fans in Cornwall, I don't even know you guys yet, but I can guarantee you'll let us know. You know, you stink it up. You have a right to let us know. You paid to come watch us play. We're here to put a show on, and we're here to win. And that's the reason why you guys come out to see us. So, great skate. Guys have been working hard, and I like it. I like what we see so far.
Now, you've been in the league for a few years now. I think it's your 5th year in the league here.
Yep.
Cornwall fans are pretty passionate. You're going to find out. They also like road trips. Is there a rink perhaps that you would recommend that might be a good trip for Cornwall fans?
Well, I mean, the one that definitely stands out the most is Jonquière, but it's the furthest. I mean, you might bring your umbrellas, bring your definitely your windbreakers. You're gonna get beer thrown on you. We do. I mean, a lot of our players just turn around just to kind of try to catch it all. But Jonquière's got a great fan base. They have a reputation for being a tougher team, especially in the last 2 years or so since Dean took over there, and another blue collar city. So. It's fantastic, and that's a great one. Anything else after that is kind of just gravy, but just come and help. I mean, support us as long as we treat you right. Treat us right.
Perfect. Well, thanks for doing this, Steve, and all the best this off season.
Yeah, don't be shy. Come talk to me anytime. I love it. I love the camera.
Perfect. Thanks a lot for doing this.
Thanks. Take care.
All right, joined now by Sasha Pakaluk of the River Kings. Sasha, of course, was introduced at the press conference for the team. He was going to be named the first overall pick in the league, and of course, Cornwall made true on their promise and selected Sasha. What do you think of the organization so far after coming to Cornwall a few times now?
I have nothing but good words to say. I mean, from meeting the owner, the coach, the GM, everybody's been perfect.
You've played overseas, Germany, Austria, I believe, in the AHL, the ECHL. What do you expect from this league and this kind of hockey?
I'm not really sure. I mean, the only thing you hear is everybody says it's the toughest league in the world, and obviously Quebec guys are pretty skilled players too, so I think it's going to be a mix of skill, toughness, and I think it's going to be entertaining hockey.
How much of a factor was, obviously you have a young family and you're not from too far away, how important was that in your decision to come to Cornwall?
It was pretty much the most important factor in my decision. I mean, yeah, my family came overseas with me, but I mean, it's hard when you got two young kids, a wife, and going back and forth every year. So when I learned there was a team here in Cornwall, it was pretty much like a dream come true. Playing professional hockey at home.
And also, Sasha was a member of the 2006 World Juniors team that won gold in Vancouver. Played with guys like Jonathan Taves and Chris Letang, Steve Downey as well. What was that experience like to play for your country?
To be honest, it was the best experience of my life. I mean, from day one, we were treated first class. I mean, I was in awe because it was just we were treated pretty much like NHL players. I was a college player, and you get there and you're treated with so professionally. It was great. To be able to represent your country, especially playing in Vancouver in Canada, was really something special and something I'll remember for the rest of my life.
What was the pressure like playing in Vancouver and then obviously for your country, the Maple Leaf on your chest?
I don't know. There wasn't really much pressure. I mean, everybody was pretty focused, and we won all our games hands down. We did really well. Everybody was playing well, and everybody was really focused on winning the gold medal.
Good skate tonight. How's your off season going? And maybe talk a bit about what it means, to you in terms of what goes into a summer off ice training, that kind of stuff.
There's a lot that goes into the off season. I mean, from working out to staying in shape. I mean, playing hockey on days like this to eating well. Not because you're on the ice less often than in the season. So there's a lot of factors that play into it.
We look forward to seeing you on the ice this year. Thanks a lot for doing this, Sasha.
Thank you.
Joined now by defenseman Ryan Sullivan, who came to terms today with the River Kings. First of all, congratulations on that.
Thank you. Thanks a lot.
Cornwall fans might remember Ryan from his days with the Pembroke Lumber Kings. A few championships there. What's it like to come to Cornwall now and to play for Cornwall?
Happy to be here. I always liked playing in Cornwall. As much as they probably didn't like us being here, it was definitely a fun atmosphere, and I'm looking forward to playing in it every weekend.
Maybe tell Cornwall fans what you've been up to the last couple of years since you have left Pembroke.
I went to the University of Wisconsin Stout and played there for a couple seasons, and at the beginning of over the summer, I transferred to Westfield State University. They're both Division III schools, and I played there for half of the year, and then I got a job with the Rideau St. Lawrence Hydro, and got drafted by the River Kings.
What are your thoughts on the guys out there tonight? The scrimmage, the pace, the size of some of these guys. What are your thoughts on that?
There's some big boys out there, and the pace is pretty quick, and I'm just really looking forward to playing and getting some contact and getting into that.
Tell us about maybe your game, who you would resemble perhaps in the NHL, and what type of player you are.
I am definitely more of a stay-at-home defenseman. I don't rush the puck too much. I stay at home, clear the front of the net, make the first pass, use your body, and follow the systems. Let's see. Obviously, everybody would like to resemble Nick Lidstrom, but I don't have his offensive skills. But just stay back and sit back like that and let things happen and stop them from happening.
What are your thoughts on the off-season training and stuff like that, and how important are these skates for you?
Definitely, you got to come out and handle the puck. It's nothing like being out on the ice and skating. As much as you work out, you need to get on the ice and handle the pucks.
Well, thanks for doing this, Ryan, and all the best this off-season.
Thanks a lot.